interesting. But I did have to make sure that, if you know what, easy. If you want to do this in the future, you could just use the distributive property in the following way. So I did have fractions in conjunction with the distributive property, so I went like 5 divided by 5, 1. For in other words, this 5 cancels with this one, so that only leaves 3 times x and 3 times 2. Ah, that's why. All right, anyways, the golden rules will never fail you. Let me try this again. I'm gonna do this the regular method. All right, and then I'm gonna try with the method that we just discovered. So anyway, so distributive property, yes. So I have 1/2 x, okay, plus 1/2, okay, 1/2 times 1 is 1/2, minus 1/3 x, 1/3, negative 1/3 times x is negative 1/3 x, negative 1/3 times 2 is, well, this is like the same thing as 2 over 1, right? So when you multiply fractions, you multiply straight through. Or you could just multiply the 2 times the 1 over the 3. Anyways, so negative times negative is positive. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, this is the invisible one that I put in there. You don't have to do it like that. Okay, you could just say 2 times 1 over 3. Look, 2 times 1, 2 over 3. Anyways, so that equals 2. So I have fractions. And I know that my common denominator, if I play the game down to 1, is going to be 6. So I'm going to multiply the whole thing by 6. Okay, so now when I multiply by 6, what do I get? Well, 6 divided by 2 is 3, times 1 is 3. Okay, so I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to do it. 6 divided by 2 is 3, times 1 is, what? What is wrong with this thing? 3 times 1 is 3, so minus, remember, we're multiplying by 6. There is no number multiplying inside here, so the 6 has to multiply everything. 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 1, 2, x, and then 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 2, 4, equals to 12. It's a long one. All right. Now, do I have like terms on the same side of the equation? You bet I do. 3x and negative 2x, so that's 1x. Then 3 and 4, that's 7. Okay, and now that's 12. And then it turns into the easiest equation in the world. You know how to solve this. I'm not going to solve it for you, or maybe I will. I'm going to use the additive inverse. 12 minus x is 5, so x is 5. Good. Now I want to try solving this equation using the method that we discovered before, this one. I'm not sure if that works, but let me rewrite the equation first, okay? So 1/2 times x plus 1 minus 1/3 times x minus 2 equal 2. All right. Okay. Instead of using the distributive property, I am going to use the fraction. So I'm going to multiply by the common denominator, which is 6. Okay, 6. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be fun. Let's see if this makes it easier. Remember, once you do the operation over here with the 6, you don't have to do it over here. Once you do it to the 1/3, you don't have to do it to this one. Because remember that after you do it to the 1/3, whatever, the 1/3 was gonna do it to this one. So it's still gonna happen. So there's no need for the 6 to go all the way. So let's see. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 1 is 3. So I'm gonna end up with 3 times x plus 1. Hopefully it makes sense. And then this one, there was another distributive property here. So 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 1, 2. So this was gonna turn into, I just hope you understand. And by no means I'm trying to trick you or confuse you more. I'm just trying to find an easier way to do it. So now I end up with something without fractions. Just gotta make sure that you don't do the 6 to everything. You gotta make sure that you understand that you only do it to the beginning of the distributive property, the number that is multiplying, okay? The number that is going to be distributed. All right, so let's see what happens when I simplify this. I get 3x, okay, plus 3 minus 2x plus 4 equal 12. My friends, I think it works. I think it works. All right, so that's it. I'm not gonna do the rest because you already have the answer there. All right, so this is the last page. I don't think I need to do anything here. I definitely don't. So, I mean, we could solve this one, but I want to show you. No, I'll do it. All right, so we have distributive properties. So 6x plus 4 minus 4x minus 4 equals to 2/3. We do have fractions, but the only common denominator here is the 3. All right, so let's multiply everything by 3. So I'm gonna multiply the whole thing by 3. So I get 18x, okay, plus 12 minus 12x minus 12, okay, equals to 2, because 3 divided by 3 is 1, times 2 is 2, or 3 times 2 is 6, divided by 3 is still 2. Okay, and then from there you don't need any help. No, actually you do. Let me finish this, because then I gotta make another video, a short video. All right, so we have like terms. So 18 minus 12x is 6x. 12 minus 12 is 0. And x is 1/3. Don't ask me why, you know the rules. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. All right, so that's the end of this. You're on your own with the other two. I mean, I've done so many equations that right now you should be professionals at solving linear equations. And thank you all for your attention. And I'll see you on the next episode of how do we pass our common core algebra state regions, okay, or course or class, whatever. I caught you.